Garrus is loyal, and we can show off. He has a fancy new outfit. He has this, which is, his base armor with the heavy damage from the explosion on Omega. You can also go with this, which is kind of the same in, a little bit more black, a little bit more white, still with the heavy damage. Or you have his third set, which is just normal and not scarred. But we're not going to take Garrus at all. We are going to take Thane. And let's see, what else are we going to do? You know what? We've been working so much with Thane. I think Thane is just, whenever we take Thane, whenever we really want to bring Thane, it's just Shade's crew. Thane and Jack, Shade's crew is so good. We're taking the Shade's crew. So this ups the freeze duration. And this ups the fire damage. I think upping the fire damage is more important than upping the freeze duration. So we're going to go incendiary ammo, level 3. That might be the last level up for Shepard in terms of, powers. Because, unless I go into the suicide mission, I'm not going to use pull. Like, if we go into the final stuff, I don't think we're going to use pull. All right. Jack and Thane are good. When you stream into the void, does the void stream back? It's a deep philosophical question.
And charges are pending. Also, according to CSEC, a drill recently passed through customs. The CSEC office may have more information.
Edie, we've already heard that. We know where we're going. Thank you, though.
No, it's fine. I got some Quarians who can strip the copy protection. Just costs more. Yeah, I got the package. It'll be there. Don't worry. I'll deliver it myself. That won't happen. You can count on me. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. No, I understand. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You won't be disappointed. Well, I just need a bit more time. It's not my fault. Nobody told me the package was in 2 parts. Yeah, I know. I'll get it. Don't worry. End of day, no later. You can count on it. I understand. That won't be necessary. I'll throw in a copy of the Shepard VI. Hey, the Volus worked real hard on that.
Oh, you're holding a datapad. Okay. You were just having like 6 conversations at once or a very, very fast conversation. Anyway, hi.
Yeah, sure. I can get you 2 cases by the end of the day.
You mouse?
What are you... Oh, shit. Krios. I thought you retired.
Nope.
Commander Shepard? I thought you died. What do you want with me?
Well, listen.
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants in a moment.
Oh, snap.
How do you know Thane?
Krios? He didn't... If he didn't say nothing, I ain't either.
When we heard the name, I didn't think it could be the same Mouse.
Why
not? He was
not?
a contact on the Citadel when I was active. He and some other children would gather information on my targets.
Listen, Thane. I understand that there are, without exaggeration, trillions of people in the galaxy. But you're in a video game. If you hear someone's first name, and that first name is the same first name as a person you know or used to know, they're the same person. Think about it. Think about it. There are, ballpark estimate, 50 billion Turians in the galaxy. How many of them are named Garrus? 1. Perfectly average Turian name. Seems like every Turian name in the entire galaxy is based off of that naming structure. How many Turians are named Garrus? 1. There are, let's say, 800 million Drell. Because the Drell are fairly, uncommon. How many Drell are named Thane? 1. There are, and we know this for a fact because the game tells us, there are 17 million Quarians. How many Quarians are named Tali? 1. There are 87 billion humans. 104 billion humans. How many of those 104 billion humans in the entire galaxy are named Goog? 1. No matter how common the name, how simple and obvious it should be, that there are tons and tons of them, there's always only 1. Anyway, Thane, let's judge you for being an assassin.
You put children in danger to spy for you?
Children, the poor. My people's word for their kind is Dralafa, the ignored. They're everywhere, see everything, yet they are never seen. You gave another Drell instructions for an assassination. Who's the target?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Because the people I work for, they can make me disappear. I'd like to help you, Krios. You always done right by us, but I ain't gonna die for you.
Yeah, okay. Listen, I understand that these people are threatening you, and they are an omnipresent threat in your life right now. However, Thane, a man you haven't seen in a decade or more, is asking you for this, and heaven knows what he's going to do after that. But more importantly, me, a person you've never met, who you assumed to be dead, and who you have been fucking over and making money off of my image, I'm asking you to do it, and I am very charming.
Look, you know Thane. He wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. Do it for him.
I want to. He was always nice to us. But these people ain't nice, Krios.
Nobody's gonna know you talked to us.
Mouse, I swear that you won't be named.
All right, all right. He came with that hollow you took of me. Said he wanted a job. I ran through your old contacts to see who might give him a shot. The guy who offered was Elias Kellum.
Who's Elias Kellum?
Tell me about Kellum.
Human. Moved to the Citadel about 10 years ago. He was little people when you were here, Krios. He got big after the Geth attack. Lots of the big guys from before got cacked, all in them big fancy apartments up on the Presidium. Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward, Shin Akiba. He's seriously bad news.
Interesting. Also, I've lost the ability to ask about the Shepherd VIs. I wanted to ask about the Shepherd VIs. Fine.
You did good, Mouse.
Yeah. Hope I live long enough to pat myself on the back.
Kellum will never know.
I hope not. I'm out of here, Krios. Next time you're in town, just don't bring the family.
Hey now. I was mean.
That couldn't have been easy.
Mouse knew more about my life than Kolyat ever did. He smiles up at me, broken teeth and scabby knees, bare feet black, a dead-end future looking up at me, worshipping the petty gifts I offer. I was the only good thing he had back then, but I left him as I left Kolyat.
It strikes me that Drell may not be suited for assassin work. Like, I know the Hanar don't have the pick of the galaxy, but, you know, a person who can, at a moment's notice, recall every single intimate detail of every single moment of their lives might not be the best choice. Never mind.
Mouse said you had a hollow of him.
Yes. A foolish bit of sentimentality. I can perfectly recall every moment I spent with Mouse. He pulls at my arm, smiles. He wants to know that I'll remember him, that anyone will remember him. I take the hollow. He smiles at himself in miniature on my palm. Then a frown crinkles his brow. He pats my pockets, checking for other hollows. Where's your son, Krios? He asks.
Yeah.
Don't blame yourself.
If I don't, who will? We must carry the weight of our decisions, Shepard. You, of all people, know this.
Let's head back to Bailey. Can we talk about my associate's son?
You talked to Mouse? Did you get the name of the guy he's working with?
Elias Kellum.
Kellum. Shit. Look, this is awkward. Kellum and I have an agreement. He doesn't cause too much trouble and buys tickets to the C-Sec charity ball from me. In return, I ignore him.
So you're a dirty bastard cop, is what you're saying. Well, exclamation point AC, Bailey.
He pays you off. You were eager to help us before. What about now? Is it too inconvenient?
I said I'd help. It's just there'll be repercussions if I don't handle it right. He and I give each other space. It keeps the peace. I'll get some of my people to bring him in and set him up in a private room. You can interrogate him yourself. I'll stay out of sight. And if I'm lucky, Kellum will believe that I had nothing to do with it.
This is a this is a hell of a little house of cards of lies you've made for yourself. As if there was a television show called House of Lies that I could have referenced. Oh well. Anyway, this is a terrible little house of lies you've built for yourself, Bailey. But sure, fine, whatever, do it.
Bring him in. We might not have much time.
I'll make it happen. Wait here.
Hello. He is Elias.
We've got Kellum. Tell Bailey we're ready.
Say it a little louder so Kellum hears you, Shepard.
He'll expect me to get him out of this.
Not today, I think.
Captain, his lawyer's here.
Bet Elias has his VI set to page him if CSEC gets within 10 meters.
I'll stall him. Get in there and work fast.
So now he's obstructing
We
justice
should
on
question
the
him together.
mercenary event.
Keep the pressure on. Thoughts on how we approach it?
I don't quite understand why Thane has to be the good cop is the Paragon option. Because if Shepard is a Paragon, wouldn't Shepard be more inclined to play good cop? But you know what? Let's Thane, you can be the good cop.
You talk to him. Appeal to his self-interest. I'll put the screws to him if he needs it.
Very well. I'll pretend to be on his side. But if we waste too much time negotiating, Bailey won't be able to stall Kellum's advocate.
I suppose,
Me out of these
Shepard is
restraints,
volunteering
Bailey.
to do
Pretty
the
funny
dirty
bringing
part,
me
and
down
that's
here like
nice of her?
this. The hell are you two?
Well, Sports Pun, you do know what TWE stands for. So, if you have enough Renegade, you can just take an Intimidate right here and do like one line and you're out. And to be honest, that's usually what I do. So, this is new.
Bailey has nothing to do with this. We just want a few answers. Off the record.
Off the record in a C-Sec interrogation room? Sure.
You hired an assassin. Who do you want dead?
I want to see my advocate.
Your advocate hasn't arrived. We're trying to find him.
I'm not saying a damn word until he's here. You two are in way over
Pay
your head.
attention, Mr. Kellum.
That wasn't a good idea, kid. That is gonna cost you.
Control your temper. We want him to talk. Sorry. My associate gets a little excited during interrogations.
Hit me again, asshole. Every punch is another
Works for
credit.
me.
Do you know what I'll do to you when I get out of here?
Keep it up, tough guy. You'll leave in a bag.
Go to hell.
Ease up. He's no use to us dead.
Are we done here? Because I got people to see.
I'm done being patient. Give me a name or I'll cut your balls off and sell them to a Krogan.
Joram! Joram Talid. Dorian in the 800 blocks.
He's unconscious. No need to wake him up, I think.
He'll be fine.
He'll wake up with a headache. No permanent damage. We have Kolyat's target. Let's get to Talid before he does.
Agreed.
What's the story? Why'd Kellum hire the boy?
Assassination. A Turian named Joram Talid. You know him?
Joram. Yeah. You might have seen his posters around. He's promising to end organized crime on the ward. Thing is, his message is all mixed up in race politics. He's anti-human.
Well, that's a shame. Also, can we talk about Bailey's plan? Real quick. Real quick. Bailey's plan was for Shepard and Thane to interrogate Kellum before Kellum's lawyer gets in, and Bailey can claim reasonable deniability that he had nothing to do with it, right? So Shepard and Thane walk out of the interrogation room, pass by Kellum's lawyer, and then Bailey, standing 15 feet away, gives them a big, "Hey, over here, guys," wave. They walk over to Bailey, who is, again, 15 feet away from Callum's lawyer. I feel like Bailey did not think this through. I feel like Bailey is bad at being a bad cop. Anyway, is this guy anti-human?
Are things so bad that people can openly campaign as anti-human?
Before the Battle of the Citadel, the alien population thought we were violent upstarts. Look what's happened since then. A human fleet guarding the station for months. C-Sec filled with humans. Anderson does what he can, but some people have lived on the station since before humans had starships. They see it as a coup.
If a majority votes for him, like it or not, that's how the system works.
That's a nice ideal, Shepard. Sergeant, get a patrol car. These two need to get to the 800 blocks.
Yes, sir.
There he is. How do you want to play this?
Follow to lead on the maintenance catwalks. Tell me what he's doing. The Krogan bodyguard will make him easy to follow.
Yeah, Big Red
Where
Krogan,
will
pretty
you be?
easy to follow, yeah.
The darkest corner with the best view.
It's a very cool line I just walked over.
Amon Kira, Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness.
He was on a coffee break. Sports pun. Very, very.
It's been
long
wonderful
coffee
talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
You can count on it.
I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
You're in position?
Yes.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
Hey, look, a keeper.
I'm following.
So now we basically just gotta follow this guy.
Got him.
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of Kolyat?
No.
I'm moving to another position. Ahead of him.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
So yeah, we just have to follow him and provide Thane with updates on his progress, and there will be the occasional interruption.
No problem so far.
And if we don't update Thane in time, we lose for some reason.
Do you have the target?
Yes. Oh, I hit the button too fast. There wasn't even any dialogue there. Yeah, Thane, I got him.
Target in sight.
He's standing and talking. Talking and standing. We're keeping and creeping.
Can you give me an update? I'm almost in position. He's letting the bodyguard do all the work. That lets him deny involvement.
So he just stands outside and whistles
No sign of trouble.
Space Dixie, while the bodyguard goes inside and, strong arms the dealer here. This part is not a terribly interesting part, Sports Pun. You're not wrong.
I see him.
Thus far, it's it's a pretty damn easy stealth mission. Why are you running? Dude, why are you running other than to provide difficulty?
I'm following.
Where'd you go? There you are.
No problem so far.
That's correct. You gonna stop here?
What's he doing? I don't have a good angle. What's he doing?
One of his guards is talking to the bartender. Looks like a shakedown.
I'm relocating to the next room. Let me know if anything target in sight.
Elias. Where'd you go, buddy?
Hey, who are you? What are you doing back here?
I am very charming.
I'm with the Citadel Health and Safety. We've had vermin reports in storage areas around here.
What? You can't be serious. How did you get in here?
If I didn't have authorization, how did I get in? You see any other doors?
There's the keeper. Never mind. Just go on through, okay?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just don't let my boss see you.
Wouldn't dream of it. See? Being very charming. It gets you everywhere. Everywhere else, clipboard and look like you're serious.
Ah! Kolyat!
Call C6 now!
Thane,
I saw.
he's heading to Talid's apartment.
Very Nasanadantius of you, Kolyat.
Kolyat.
This is a joke. Now you show up.
Help me, Drell. I'll do whatever you want.
C-Sec, put the gun down, son.
Get out of my way. I'm walking out. He's coming with me.
Unlikely.
They'll have snipers outside.
I don't need your help. What the hell?
That's a Paragon
Get
interrupt?
the hell out of here.
Yeah, I will.
That's
Take
a
the boy
Paragon
into
interrupt.
custody.
You son of a bitch.
This is a hell of a thing for Shepard to spill, but fuck it. Thane, if you're not going to tell your son, I will. He's dying.
Your father doesn't have much time left, Kolyat. He's trying to make up for his mistakes.
What? So you came to get my forgiveness? So you can die in peace or something?
I came to grant you peace. You're angry because I wasn't there when your mother died.
You weren't there when she was alive. Why should you be there when she died?
Kid's got a point.
Your mother... They killed her to get to me. It was my fault.
What?
After her body was given to the Deep, I went to find them. The Triggermen, the ringleaders. I hurt them, eventually killed them. When I went back to see you, you were... older. I should have stayed with you.
I guess it's too bad for me you waited so long, huh?
Kolyat, I've taken many bad things out of the world. You're the only good thing I ever added to it.
This isn't a conversation you should have in front of strangers.
Oh, you say
Boys,
this now.
Take Kolyat and his father back to the precinct. Give them a room and as much time as they need.
Listen, Dirty Cop, why are you being such a nice guy about this?
I'm surprised you're letting him do that.
You think he's the only man who ever screwed up raising a son?
I see.
I have to get back to the precinct. Come on, I'll give you a lift.
Okay. And the trophy's called Cats in the Cradle, because of course it is. We get a level up. We get Thane Loyal, which unlocks his shredder ammo and a rather cool new outfit. Not as cool as the Red Shades, of course. Nothing is as cool as the Red Shades. We got some heavy pistol damage and 30,000 credits. And you know what? That was the easiest damn mission of Jack's life. She didn't say a word. She didn't fire a shot, but she was there, damn it. Shades Crew!
They've been in there a while.
The kid's been through a lot. I ran some searches in the CSEC archive. About 10 years back, a bunch of real bad people were killed. Like someone was cleaning house. The prime suspect was a Drell. We never caught him.
A Drell, you say? Listen, Bailey, buddy, there are there are at least a handful of Drell on the Citadel. It could have been anybody. You get to 10 years ago, it might have been, upwards of 50. Easy. You don't go chasing that particular waterfall, okay, friend?
10 years is a long time. Whoever was responsible for that probably doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
Statute of limitations on a dozen homicides? Less than 10 years. The more you know.
How'd it go?
Our problems, they aren't something I can fix with a few words. We'll keep talking, see what happens.
Your boy shot some people. No one I feel sympathy for, but there it is.
Okay, fair point. However, I am very charming.
I watched those guys shaking down businesses and threatening humans.
But he can't just get away with it.
Watch him.
Kid wants to make a difference. Give him community service.
Community service for attempted murder? What jury would agree to that?
None that I've seen. This would need to stay out of the judiciary. Strictly within CSEC.
It's a pretty shitty Paragon option, but okay, Shepard.
Interesting. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, just, hold a prominent popular political figure hostage, shoot his bodyguard multiple times in the gut. Now, granted, that bodyguard was a Krogan, so he has like 4 guts, but still, community service, no trial, everything's fine, moving on. Thane, this is what we like to call the benefits of being a protagonist. Or, maybe Kolyat is just a very promising young swimmer. One of those. Oh, hey.
Something I can do for you?
I noticed you're one of the groundskeepers for the Presidium. Do you know if there are fish in the lakes?
I get that question a lot. I think it's right behind where's the restroom. Those are reservoirs, the Presidium's own supply, independent from the water storage tanks in the wards.
So no
the
fish.
The only place I know of on the station to get a live fish is Delea Sonesi's gift shop.
When I pour a glass of water, it's the same stuff tourists throw garbage in?
No, they purify it first. If some Solarian or human bacteria gets left in, and a Turian or Quarian drinks it, they could die. Everything would be so much simpler if we all had the same DNA. But no, the universe loves diversity.
I noticed you're one of the groundskeepers for the Presidium.
I get that. Those are the only place I know of on the station to get a live fish is Delea Sonesi's gift shop.
Where is that gift shop?
In the market downstairs from the bar. Delea sells aquariums. Fish are the largest pets most station residents can get a permit for.
If you live on the Citadel, you can't have a cat. Sad.
Thanks for your time.
No problem. If you get up to the Presidium, check out the DeMaio flowers across from the conduit. They're coming in very nicely.
Hey, guys. I have a Presidium fish. That's mean.
I talked to one of the Presidium groundskeepers. He said there aren't any fish in the lakes.
What? I told you. Why have all that water if you're not going to store something to eat in it? I don't understand aliens at all.
Thanks for telling me. It's all he's talked about all damn day.
I didn't even mean to do your quest. I just kind of stumbled on it. Thanks for the 1,000 credits, though.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Actually, wanted to talk. Medical matters. Aware that mission is dangerous. Different species react differently to stress. Aware you come by a great deal. Have had other species become attracted to me before. Awkward. Not interested.
I see. Okay. Good to know. Let's not insult the man.
I appreciate you letting me down easy.
No offense intended. Solarian reproduction different. Very little sex drive. If intended to try human, would try you. Glad you stopped by. Cleared the air.
It's not where I expected that conversation to go. But good to know. Thanks, Morden.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, personal matters on mind, actually. Got call from nephew. Promising geneticist himself. Just turned 16, got tenure at university. Following in my footsteps. Had to lie about what I was doing. Think he was suspicious. Doesn't matter. Still good to hear his voice.
Does anyone in your family know about what you really did for the government?
No. No, I'm lying, but won't pry. Solarians curious as a people, but also have social cues. Keep 2 types of secrets from... First type, personal or guilt-based. Invite suspicion, exploration, puzzle to be solved. Reward for curiosity, intelligence. Drama. Other secrets, more serious. Dangerous if discovered. Signals discourage curiosity for protection of family.
Why wouldn't everyone give clues that their secrets were too dangerous to be uncovered?
Not conscious. Social, reflexive body language. Can't fake it. Example. Yawning perceived as contagious among humans. Subject observes yawn. Sensory input deactivates left periamygdalar region. Subject yawns in response. Social empathy. Also works with dogs. Solarian faking signals to discourage curiosity, similar to human faking a yawn. Can try, but effectiveness limited.
Good to know.
Are you calling him because you're worried we won't make it back?
No. Aware survival unlikely, but actually contacted him for family connection. Hard to imagine galaxy. Too many people, faceless, statistics easy to depersonalize. Good when doing unpleasant work. For this fight, want personal connection. Can't anthropomorphize galaxy, but can think of favorite nephew. Fighting for him.
Aw.
Your nephew got tenure at 16? Is he a genius or a scientific prodigy?
Porque no los dos.
Wait, don't want to insult him. Yes, but not in manner you meant. Remember, Solarian lives short, mature rapidly by your standards, don't live much past 40.
I'm glad you got to talk to family before we finish this. And I'm glad we talked too, Morden.
Honored to be part of this, Shepard. Helped preserve Galaxy before with Genophage. Dirty work, ethically ambiguous, problematic. Collector's mission simpler, cleaner. We'll be proud to see it in Morden's Solus biography vid. Unless we all die. Proud posthumously, in that case, regardless. Thank you.
Morden is really shining as a character the more you talk to him. Like, the more time you spend with Morden, he really, it's less about, oh, hey, I committed this war crime and I'm 100% behind it. And it's just, Morden's such a good guy to talk to. Let's see if we can actually flirt with Garrus now. We spent a game and 2/3 of this trilogy intending to flirt with Garrus, and now we finally can. Hopefully. Hey, Garrus, how you doing?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sidonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly, of course. It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
Elaborate.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about trekking Saren to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Fair point.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly, the Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
Listen, buddy, you would be surprised. If I go dance in a nightclub in Omega, we might just, not get Samara killed. For instance. By the way, you want to go to Omega and dance in a nightclub? Later.
Do you ever regret leaving CSEC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the galaxy is at stake.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
Keep in mind given where this story goes and what Garrus and Shepard's relationship has been to this point, this is a hell of a story to tell Shepard.
I assume you took her down gently?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
Now listen, my Canadian chicken boyfriend who hasn't actually flirted with me one time in the entire game and 2/3 we've been together, but god damn it, you're not Caden Alenko, and the alternatives are, well, Jack straight, Miranda straight, Tally straight, Kelly will fuck anything that moves, so there's nothing special there. Kasumi doesn't want to fuck anybody, which is a damn shame. So my real alternatives here are Jacob Taylor, I just yawned while saying his name, Thane Krios, who's going to die in an hour, and then what? I stick around in soft romance Vega? I sleep with the Inquisitor in another game? No. Nonsense. You are being flirted with. Damn it.
It sounds like you're carrying some tension. Maybe I could help you get rid of it.
I didn't think you'd feel like sparring, Commander.
Garrus, you're being flirted with. Damn it.
What if we skipped right to the tiebreaker? We could test your reach and my flexibility.
Oh, I didn't. Never knew you had a weakness for men with scars. Well, why the hell not? There's nobody in this galaxy I respect more than you, and if we can figure out a way to make it work, then yeah, definitely.
Garrus, you idiot. Congratulations, you finally are flirting with Commander Shepard. Now talk to me some more.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
I've got some diagnostics to finish, but don't worry, I haven't forgotten what we talked about.
Fair enough.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Also note that they're diagnostics now and not calibrations. BioWare had no idea what they were doing when they set up that line. Thane, I have a boyfriend now. You want to talk about it?
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12.
Oh, that's so much better.
Me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who'd train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
Well, I did watch this interesting documentary one time about a particular Hanar hero who seems to be constantly faced with impossible situations that he always manages to get out of with the use of... No, wait, that was a Blasto movie. Okay, your point is taken.
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
What exactly are the terms of the compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
This can't be legal. They made your whole race into slaves.
Don't insult me, Shepard. Anyone can refuse to serve. Few do. We owe our existence to the Hanar. We are proud to repay the debt.
Okay. You know, that this might be an example of not Shepard's circus, not Shepard's monkeys. So, you know, you can't just walk into a room and say that this centuries-old agreement between two intelligent races of people is bad and should be torn up because you personally don't like it. That doesn't work every time, Shepard.
Why was your race going extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you. Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
Oh.
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes? When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, then the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
Sounds bad.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch. He dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
I know you've done that half a dozen times in the time we've interacted with each other, but I haven't triggered this particular conversation point yet. So what was that?
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
Well, fine. Bye, then. Okay, so we talked with Garrus, we talked with Thane. Do we have any more conversations to have in this room here?
I just got a message from my wife. I've been listening to my daughters giggle over and over.
That's so cute.
When this mission is over, I'm gonna give her the longest hug she's ever had.
Unless I get you killed. You know, Crewman Patel, I could get you killed right now. Right now, I could initiate a series of events that inevitably leads to your untimely death. But I won't. But I could. But I won't. But I could. But I won't. But I could.
Hey, Shepard.
Hey, Kasumi.
I'm glad to hear Thane and his son are back in touch. It'll be hard, but I think they'll be fine.
I mean, if you give it enough time, one of them's going to die, so, you know, long term, it's not going to.
I'm really glad you got Tali out of trouble with the migrant fleet. It's hard to see her upset. Gabby and Ken would make a great couple. I just doubt they'll ever realize it.
I mean, yeah, except they would be the epitome of the distracted boyfriend meme. But, you know.
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Keela, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
God damn, Tali is so good. Yeah.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
I mean, it does make sense that people would suggest Tali as a member of the Admiralty because, you know, given, like, most Quarians don't know what we know about Rail because, you know, that's what Tali wanted. So she's the daughter of a recently deceased admiral, and she is a well-respected member of the migrant fleet who is a multi-time war hero who just recaptured a ship. It makes sense that they would suggest her. And also, she's young, and she can influence the court for decades, and that's what it takes to get on the Supreme Quarian Court.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve, but my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of gas. I should get back to work, but thanks for checking on me.
You know, Tally, point of order, most of the Geth you blew up were before you really knew he was dead. So maybe it was a bit of retroactive mourning, but you'll be fine. Listen, I'll be sure to try to remember to take you on the next mission where we blow up a bunch of Geth. Okay? Okay. Bye.